I just wanna play, I wanna sing my song, I just wanna run and not be gone too long. 'Cause this time is precious still, I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream, you can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream, no one's taken that from you, only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream, you can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside, look deep into your heart, and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream, you can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Irina Karashevich, and I am Platform Practitioner and the host today. Welcome to the Celebration Center. We are here, we are a loving community, and please join our services, join our events. We're always happy to see you in person or online. So, and if you are joining us online right now, please say hi in the chat. We would like to stay in touch with you. If you're the first-time visitor, please let us know who you are and how we can be connected to you. There is a QR code for this. If you're here in the room for the first time, please fill up the cream-colored card. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. So, and we always say that we have a fabulous service prepared for you because it's always true. We manifest love and joy in this center, and that's what we do, and we try to do it, and we are doing it. We're not trying, we're doing it through our Sunday gatherings and other events. So today, our guest speaker, who is not a guest for us, it's Reverend Dr. Raymont Anderson. So let's give him a round of applause. And you will be seeing him and hearing him and me as well is because Aiden and I were working so hard and playing so joyful in the sound booth. So let's give them a round of applause. And our music today is Lynn on video. So again, let's give our Lynn Hollyfield, our music director, a round of applause. And give you a round of applause of yourself, because without you, this service wouldn't be possible. So, yes, I like how Harrison does it, like all around us. So the news, what is going on? We are not going to have sing-along in June, but we're definitely going to have cookies and conversation today. So please stay for the social time after the service, and the Zoom will be on so you can have your own cookies and have our conversation. And then we have an interesting, amazing event going on in the end of the month. So on the June, okay, this, I thought it was, it's 14? I thought it was 20. Okay. So we're going to have in the middle of the month, we're going to have Exploring Inner Freedom with Harrison Snow. And it's a systematic constellation workshop. And if you ever never done it, it's a fabulous experience. I highly recommend you to do that. That will be facilitated by Harrison, and it will happen only in person. So Zoom is not available for this event. And it will happen on Saturday. So it's not our usual gathering. It's the Saturday, June 14th. And it will happen from 1 to 5:30 p.m. So please come. And if you have any questions, you can contact us, and we will answer the questions. So, do we have anything in the end of the month? That's what I thought. No? Okay, well, that's the highlight of our month. And we'll definitely have the conversation with God, I am sure. So anyway, you always can go to our website, which is celebrationcenter.org. All the events are posted there, and it's updated. So if you want the latest news, go there and check this information. And with that, I think that I would like to invite us for the opening song.
Come together, heart and soul, as we love together. Young and old, we will sing together, together in one song. Come together, from different worlds we are drawn together in the
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you for this song, for this prayer. And in this time of our time together, we come to the sacred time of sacred practice of prayer. And our belief is based on the conviction that prayer works. We believe that all prayers work. And we invite to try, how practitioners of science of mind are praying. You can send us the prayer request through the QR code that you'll see on the screen. You can go to our website, celebrationcenter.com, and there is a special button to request a prayer. And if you're here, you can fill up the green card, and allow us and give us an honor to pray with you. Practitioners will be praying with you for a week. And also, practitioners are available for the private sessions and 1 minute miracle after the service. So please, you can always see me. And Pam Lambert is here. She's also a practitioner. And Ed, I don't know, but 1 minute miracle, I would love to. Inge is here. So, if you would like to have a prayer, there is lots of opportunities. And with that, I invite us to start with reading with our purpose. Take a deep breath and please read it with me. Celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of all life. This is the purpose of the Celebration Center. So breathe it in and breathe it out. And continue to breathe deeply. Take those relaxation breaths. And feel supported by the chair you're sitting, or maybe you're laying on the floor listening to my voice right now. Or maybe you're driving. So still, breathe and feel the support. And that support of the surface beneath you, it represents the support of the universe, the support of God, of love, of peace. And I invite us all to celebrate our oneness and take 3 long breaths together. Please follow me. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And remember that God is closer than our own breath. And this 3-part breath reminds us that we always can take something in. Holding is reminding to stay still, and exhale is release. And continue to breathe in your own pace, and maybe focus on your heart center and feel how it is expanding right now. And listen to the words of the founder of our philosophy, Ernest Holmes. How much life, abundance, goodness, truth, and beauty can we mentally entertain? This is the measure of our possible experience. This is the mold of acceptance. The infinite fills all molds and flows forever into new and greater ones. It is the unborn possibility of limitless experience. We give birth to it. And take another deep breath, and let's pray. I recognize that infinite power that I choose to call God today as a source of infinite possibilities. all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the love, all the clarity, all the joy of the universe is already there. And it's nowhere else when I am not. It's everywhere. There is no corner in this universe and beyond this universe when there is no God. God is the life itself, is the essence of all and everything. And I know that as this love, this peace, this wholeness exists in the universe, I cannot be separated from it. Even if I feel that separation, I know that this is my false belief. And I recognize and celebrate my oneness right here, right now, in this present moment, knowing that I'm one and inseparable from the divine for eternity. And as I recognize my oneness, from this feeling of support and love, I recognize the oneness of all with the divine power that I choose to call God. And I know that that power fills every mold, big and small. And I know that everyone is a perfect vessel that is absolutely open from the top to receive God's energy, God's love, God's peace. And at the same time, I know that there is nothing outside me, that it is all within me, that I am the vessel that is already filled. And I'm open to receive more. And I am open to acknowledge that all the God's qualities already belong to each and every one. And from this knowledge, I declare perfect and radiant health, wholeness. I declare peace. I declare understanding and acceptance. I declare wisdom, common sense. I declare kindness. I declare joy, laughter, holding hands, hugs, celebrating love, celebrating spirit. I declare spirit as the essence of all life. And I know right now that the perfect jobs are manifesting for those who are searching for them. I declare perfect and radiant health who feel some dis-ease. I know clarity and wisdom for the doctors who are treating their patients. I know wisdom and kindness for all the leaders of this planet. And I know wholeness for all people. I know perfect communication, loving and direct. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity to speak this word, as I know that prayer works, as I know that there are so many molds to fill and so many opportunities to open. I'm so grateful to believe in my own word, in the word of God, and I simply let it be. In gratitude, I let it be, and I let God, and so it is.
You were dancing in the high school hallway. Nobody saw you but me. You were listening to I Will Survive. The lyrics seemed to set you free. Did you want to be the prom queen? You were a boy which wouldn't fly. Everything was straight, it was clear. Nothing would change. For years it had always been the same. Like a rebel in disguise, in a uniform. You would never compromise, you never conform. You knew who you were and wanted to be, and wanted to be, and wanted to be, and wanted to be. Juniors in high school in the same homeroom. In English class you showed your soft side. The teacher read a sad poem. We were both teary-eyed and thinking we wanted to just go home. But you kept dancing alone on the disco dance floor. You were being true to yourself. Step into the backbeats and bass for you. For me, play guitar and Neil Young tunes. Like a rebel in disguise, in a uniform. You would never compromise, you never conform. You knew who you were and wanted to be, and wanted to be, and wanted to be, and wanted to be. We didn't fit in, it's what we had in common. Music, a thread between us two. We didn't need to talk, music was our language. I felt I knew you when I see you. You were dancing in the high school hallway. Nobody saw you but me. Nobody saw you but me. Nobody saw you but me.
What a wonderful talent Lynn is. Thank you for sharing it with us. And it is my honor and my privilege and my pleasure to introduce Reverend Raymont Anderson. Well, what can I say? He's a Science of Mind minister. What does it mean? Science of Mind, the founder of the philosophy, Ernest Holmes, studied all the ancient teachings. And then he combined it as good as he could and added something new. And then he said, study, pray, and be open at the top. So if you expect that this Science of Mind minister will give you Ernest Holmes quotes, he may. If you expect other teachers of New Thought, he may. But he may give you Dr. Strange quote, Buddha, Jesus, Superman, you never know. Because Reverend Raymond is the perfect expression of the divine. Spirit as pure joy and love and creativity. So please help me to welcome Reverend Raymond Anderson.
Y'all gonna make me cry first thing in the morning. Is that what we're gonna do today? Come on now. Okay, so namaste, greetings, and hugs, Celebration Center family. I feel like I want to tip my hat to you all. Blessings and joy. Oh, speaking of joy, yes, Harrison, what you said last week. Joy isn't simply something we have. Joy doesn't make us we don't jump for joy. Joy jumps because it's what we are. And so it is with great joy that I am here with you today, even though virtually. Now, before we dive deeper, I feel I must say happy Pride, but happy Pride 2.0. Why 2.0? Well, Pride as celebration, everything that Reverend Faith said last week. Celebration and resilience, the honoring of the LGBTQIA2 plus community. And there's that level of pride, whether you're a part of the acronym or not, right? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, so let me share. Okay, pride, Pride, that applies to all of the expressions of God. Principle, realized, illustrates divinity expressing. Breathe that in. Principle. What Irina just said regarding Dr. Holmes and the science of mind and spirit, we anchored ourselves in principle. When principle is realized, and note, oftentimes people will reference realized and they think it's about what we think. It's about having a realization. And yes, while it is realization or something being realized, is to become fully aware of something, fully aware of a fact, to have clear understanding. Yes, but it is also to cause something to happen, to fulfill something, to make something a reality, to give actual physical form to something. So once again, principle, when we give principle form, instead of just saying a prayer or saying an affirmation, we give the affirmation form as it lives, moves, and breathes through us and as us. And when we do that, we are illustrating that which is the divine. We are illustrating the divine. We are illustrating divinity as it expresses in us, through us, and as us, always and in all ways. Okay, that being out of the way, that was the prologue, y'all. Okay, so today, what are we talking about? We're talking about do what you want to do. Now, certainly, we understand that we are not saying that if you want to walk out of Giant without paying for your food, go do it. We are not saying that if you want to drive at whatever speed you want to drive at, go do it. Certainly, we're not saying that. We understand this, I pray. Okay, so if we're not talking about that, then what exactly are we talking about? Okay, let's break this down. Do. Okay, so do what you wanna do. Do is an action. Do what? What is the activity itself? You being engaged in the activity. Want. What are your desires, your passions, and your values? In other words, take action based on what is of value to you and what matters to you. And when we are anchored in principle, and we understand what science of mind and spirit is and what it affords and offers and guides and inspires, then our actions are going to be based on spiritual principle. Now, to do this, we have to know who we are. Remember, it said you, do what you. It didn't say, do what Lynn wants you to do. Do what Jen wants you to do. Do what Irina wants you to do. It didn't say, do what someone else. Do what you Yeah, that's you. Smile because I'm talking to you. Do what you want to do. Well, in order to know what you want to do and do what you want to do, you have to have a very clear understanding and awareness and embodiment of who you actually are. Not who you think you are, who you've been told that you are, or even who you pretend that you are. Breathe. So in the Science of Mind, okay, yes, Irene, here we go. Here go to Ernest Holmes quote. So in the Science of Mind textbook, Dr. Holmes writes, nothing is real to us unless we make it real. Nothing can touch us unless we let it touch us. Refuse to have feelings hurt. Refuse to receive anyone's condemnation. Breathe. In the independence of your own mentality, believe and feel that you are wonderful. This is not conceit. It is the truth. You got that so far? Because we got more. Now, while this sounds great, yes, the questions that emerge, at least for me, are, well, how do we do this? And is this a realistic expectation? Dr. Holmes goes on to say, we all benefit from coming out of our emotional intoxication and to be ourselves. So if we're going to do what we want to do, then to a large degree, what we're talking about is how do we come out? What does it mean for us to come out? It means express what we know to be. So let's remix this. Nothing is meaningful to us unless we make it meaningful. Nothing can diminish us unless we let it diminish us. And while we will experience and have hurt feelings, we can refuse to be controlled by those feelings. We can refuse to accept anyone's condemnation of us or condemnation of another. In the independence of our own mental equivalence, we can choose to believe, to think, to communicate, to feel, and to act in wonderful, loving, and healing ways. This is not conceited. It is not ego-driven in non-life affirming ways. It is not arrogance. It is the truth about who and what we are. We all benefit from coming out of our indoctrinated intoxication of non-life affirming conformity and subservience to the collective sheeple consciousness. When we choose to come out and be our most authentic selves, we actually liberate the world. Breathe. Now, I don't know if you know anyone in the LGBTQ community or if you yourself are, but we understand the concept of coming out. We understand the concept of being in the closet. So for the sake of conversation, suppose, because you may not know. So think about how a closeted person lives, someone who has a secret that they don't want anyone else to know. How does that person live, move, and navigate through their life? Versus the person who has no secrets, I'm an open book. Which one has greater liberty and freedom? Which one has greater expression of self? Temet nosce, know thyself. What does it mean for us to truly know ourselves? In a way that Pythagoras invited us. When Pythagoras said, know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God. You said what? When I know myself, I'm gonna know the universe and I'm gonna know God. How in the world is this possible? Because there is only one mind, and that mind is God, and that mind is your mind now. There is only one life, and that life is your life now. That life is God, and it is expressing in, through, and as you. There is not you and God. That's two. There's only one. So the more you know about your true self, not the indoctrinated labels, your true self, then you are gaining greater access to your awareness of what God is and what the universe is as it expresses in, through, and as you. And when we come out of the metaphysical closet, because some of us are in the metaphysical closet. We don't share with anybody else what we go on Sunday, where we go on Sunday, or what we do, or what we practice, or what we believe, because we're afraid that they might not like what we do or where we go. And we're like, okay, so it's like church, but it's not church. It's like this, but it's not. Well, it's sort of like we play the in-closet game. No, this isn't my boyfriend. It's my roommate. We play the name game in order to avoid shame. Let it go. Dolly Parton said, find out who you are and do it on purpose. Find out who you are as an expression of the universe and do it on purpose. Find out who you are as a musician and do it on purpose. Find out who you are as a practitioner, as a parent, as a grandparent, as a lover of, as a joyful leaper of, and do it on purpose. You know, we're told, be the best version of you. Be the best version of yourself. Give the world the best version of yourself. But if I don't know myself, then how do I know what version is the best version of me? How do I know? Therein lies the invitation. The more we engage in the practices and conversations around the practices, the more we get to know, getting to know me, getting to know all about me. See, when Harrison asked me a question and says, Ray, when was the last time, not that you jumped for joy, but joy as you jumped? When joy took over every cell of your body and all that you were was joy and expression. You know, Harrison, that's a really good question. Hold on, let me think about it. In the question and in the pausing for me to answer, it gives me greater access into all of my mental equivalents and how the divine is expressing as me. But if I keep the conversation simply as, how's the weather? It's nice. What are you doing Saturday? I'm going to the parade. Okay, see you Sunday. Bring me a donut. Okay. Wait, which is fine. Superficial small talk, cool. Fine, it serves a purpose. But when do we dive into the deeper conversations that move us and shift us, that put us in the cocoon of transformation so that we can liquefy, so the imaginal cells burst open, and we, as Queen Latifah said, we come out by being bold, being brave enough to be our true self. When does that happen? Especially since, to a certain degree, we are afraid. We are afraid. Joseph Campbell said, you know, the cave over there that you fear to enter, that cave, it holds the treasure that you seek. What is the treasure that any of us seeks? Happiness, acceptance, belonging, love. What do we seek in this thing called life? What are we seeking? Do we even know how to express that? Because remember, to do what you want to do, you have to know you in order to know what you want. How many kids have gone to college to become lawyers and doctors and stuff? Because that's what mom and dad expected. How many people became police officers? Because, well, that's what grandpa was and that's what my dad was. It's the expectation that it's what I will do. But is it really what you want to do? No, Ray, I want to be a ballerina. Then be a ballerina. Live the life that God, as you, is inspiring you to live. Do not conform to the indoctrinated ideas of the collective consciousness. That's not freedom. Breathe. So when we know who and what we are, it changes everything about what we do. It changes everything about how we do it. When you know that you are this divine, magnificent expression of love and wisdom, divine spiritual intelligence, then you're no longer going to criticize yourself as the, I'm not smart when it comes to numbers. But no. Don't criticize yourself like that. You are infinite intelligence expressing. So now how do you rephrase this thing that you have regarding math or balancing a checkbook or whatever it is in a way that doesn't diminish you? Breathe. Because when you know and understand who and what you are, then you know that you matter. And you know that what you desire matters, because there is no God's will and your will. How many minds did I say there was? There's only one mind. Then there's only one God. There's only one universe. There's only one. So the will that you have for your life is the will of God. Now, the question is, are you expressing it in a life-affirming way or a non-life affirming way? But there is no God somewhere saying, it is my will that Terry now, no, there is only the divine expressing in, through, and as us. And so what you value, God values. What you value, the universe values. What you value, what matters to you matters to God, because you and it are one. So if I were to ask you, what matters to you? What's important to you? Are you able to articulate that? And if I asked you for the top 5 things, like category, what matters to you? The 5, only 5, you only get 5. What really matters to you? Pause for a second and ask you, it's only 5 things. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it even easier. 3, you got 3. 3 things that matter to you, go. Okay, stop. Were you one of those 3? Breathe. In the word beautiful, be beautiful. Being beautiful is giving yourself the ability to be you, right? Totally in full. When you are being you completely, authentically in full, no masks, no pretense, no gotta fake it till you make it with the, I gotta look like I belong with the in crowd. None of that. We're not wearing Jordache just to fit in. You said, what? Name a different jean, Ray. Not Jordache, please. Doesn't matter. Leave me alone. I'm talking to them. When you are authentically 100% you, you have no choice but to let the beauty of the divine outpicture. So let's ask, in doing what you want to do, you're doing it because it matters to you. Do what you have to do because it matters to you. Do or be who you are and what you are because it matters to you. Now pause, rewind. When I said do what you have to do, I heard some of y'all sigh. I heard it. The have to, the things that care for us, as Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you have to eat. You have to. So eat in a way that shows that you matter to you. Are you consuming nutritious foods that nourish your body temple, that give you the ability to live your best life? That's what I mean by doing what you have to do. It's not a mandate. It's recognizing that there are certain core values and principles that give us the ability to live our best lives. Okay, we good? Okay. So Dr. Holmes says, we really need more enthusiasm. We should not see this as just law, big, bright, brilliant goodness. We should see it as something vibrating with life, right? So don't see the law as this cold, separate, see it vibrating with life, pulsating with warmth, and scintillating with color. Look at how colorful nature is. We are too prosaic, too matter of fact about the glory. Color belongs to us because God is a colorful being. How can that which painted nature with such a lavish brush be anything but colorful? So if God is colorful, nature is colorful, and you are what it is, then so are you. Do you recognize that? Do you realize that? And when he talks about enthusiasm, the root etymology of enthusiasm means to be in God, to be of God, to be possessed by God, to be inspired by. And inspiration is inspire, to breathe in, ruach, the divine breath of God, the divine breath that is God. That's enthusiasm. So see, once again, sort of goes back to what Harrison said about joy last week. Enthusiasm isn't something we have. Enthusiasm has us, right? God is all there is. So when we are in God, we are in that which is an infinite circle, circumference nowhere, center everywhere. Then that means if God is an expression of enthusiasm, God is the essence of enthusiasm, then every cell of our being, every hair on our body, every heartbeat, every breath, every thought, every word, all of it is an expression that ties directly into enthusiasm. Breathe. So in this idea of doing what you want to do, we are invited to have a level of clarity about how what we do matters. Because oftentimes we think, well, nobody's going to buy my book. Nobody's going to come to my workshop. Nobody's going to show up for this. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to nobody. Ain't nobody. No. We do the whole nobody name game, blah, 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 blah. And instead of, can one person make a difference in the world? Why do we know Nelson Mandela's name? Why do we know Mahatma Gandhi's name? I mean, were they part of a band like the Rolling Stones? And even if they were, like Mick Jagger, why do we know his name? Why do we know Freddie Mercury? For those who know Freddie Mercury, some of y'all might be a little young, y'all might not know who that is. Some of y'all who are not a part of the LGBTQ community may not know who Marsha P. Johnson is. But how does, or Sylvia Rivera, how does Rosa Parks, how does Harriet Tubman, how does one person make a difference? Because that one person is a divine expression of God. And if there's one divine expression of God called Irina, and there's another divine expression of God called Jen, and there's another divine expression of God called Ivor. Now there are three divine expressions of God. And as it says in the Bible, where two and more gather in the name, which means in the nature of that which is, then that which is. So now you have three people of like mind, of like energy, gathered together. And as Yoko Ono said, you change the world by being yourself. So now you have three individuals come together as a divine trinity, we'll say, with a focus of a vision, a world that works for all, we'll say, for example. Do we believe that these people can, in fact, shape the tapestry of consciousness to cause that world that works for all to manifest? Because Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. It is the only thing that ever has. So as I close, never doubt that a small group of people called religious scientists, people who study new thought and practice new thought, never doubt that this group of new thought people can change the world, can create a world that works for all. Because now is precisely the time for them to do it. And they have the power to do it. Do what you want to do because you matter. Breathe, and let's close in prayer, anchoring in with this breath, knowing the isness and allness of creation itself right here, right now. And knowing that the isness and allness of all of creation is right here, right now, I know that this breath isn't Ray simply breathing. It is God breathing itself as Ray. And what is true for me is true for everyone watching now, everyone listening now, whether in the sanctuary or online. This is the truth, the whole truth, and only that which is true for all of creation. There is only the one. And what it is expressing right here and right now, in through us, in, through, and as us, right now. That means right now, we are whole, perfect, and complete, whether we realize it or not. Whether we understand that or not, it's the truth of our being. We are wiser than we can imagine right now. We are more creative than right now. We are ever in a space of healing and transforming right now, because that which God is. And even while we use linguistic convenience of healing and evolving, because that which God is has no need to heal nor evolve. But in this expression of our humanity and in this finite form of the infinite, we experience and we move and we navigate in different ways. So it's both and. We move beyond the binary of either or into the space of both and. I am an expression of the divine and eternal and immortal, and this form called my body will die. Both and. So I breathe knowing that the infinite power, the eternal power of this that is God, source, spirit, call it whatever you want to call it, that power, that presence is living, moving, and having its beingness as each of us. So I surrender and relinquish any of the indoctrinated ideas that say I need to control and be small. I let go. And I do what the universe as me wants to do. Love, shine, dance, jump as joy. And I know that this treatment, this prayer, this word is already answered. It's already done, because I don't simply say amen at the end. I live my amen, as do we all. And so it is.
What can love do? How can you live? What can you hope for? But all of your best laid plans to rest. What does it take? Who really cares? Does it get better? All you can do is do your best. When you think it's not enough, love comes out and calls your bluff. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. When you need it, that's what love can do. All over town, word got around, you got in trouble. Word travels fast and it won't let you be. Maybe you're lost, maybe you're cold, sometimes you shiver. Even the truth won't set you free. You've been riding out the storm. storm, then love comes home. You're safe and warm. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. When you need it, that's what love can do. Love won't get you rich. Love won't drive you poor. Love won't turn the tables. That's not what love is for. Love won't stop you crying or make your vision clear. Love just tells you one thing: you were meant to be here. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. When you need it, that's what love can do. When you think it's not enough, love comes out and calls your bluff. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. When you need it, that's what love can do. Hey, when you need it, that's what love can do.
Thank you, Lynn. And let's give more love to Reverend Raymond. Thank you, Reverend Raymond. And at this time, we practice the law of circulation, which is unstoppable. As we give, we receive, and as we receive, we give. And we're a tithing community, so we rely on tithing. But also, we're always grateful for everyone's presence, for their wisdom, for their love, for their joy that they bring here, for all the thoughts and prayers about the Celebration Center. And before we go into the giving, let's do the affirmation, please. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we truly believe in that. So there are so many ways to support the Celebration Center. Your presence and your love and your participation is a great support for us. And if you would like to share your monetary gift with us, there are several ways to do that. You can use this QR code and scan it and do whatever the link tells you to do. You can go to the website, celebrationcenter.org. There is a give button. There are baskets here at the center. You can put your checks or cash, and you also mail it to us. And you can find the address, the physical address of the Celebration Center on our website, celebrationcenter.org. And take another deep breath. And let's bless the prayer requests that I encouraged you to send us, to share with us earlier, and the financial donations. As we know that there is only one source, and that source is the universal power. And this source is generosity itself. It is abundance itself. And I know the oneness and love and unity of everyone with the divine source. I know peace and joy in the giving and receiving. And I simply bless this center, this community. I bless the country we live in, and the universe, the planet that we breathe and live in. And I know that these financial donations are shifting the universe and makes it better, a little bit kinder, a little bit softer, a little bit more joyful. And I know that the prayer requests are all answered in the perfect mind of God, because this, how this universe works. And in deep gratitude, I just let it be. I release it into the law, knowing that it is already done. And so it is. And we are ready for our closing song.
Let our hearts not be hardened to those living on the margins. There is room at the table for everyone. This is where it all begins. This is how we gather in. There is room at the table for everyone. Too long we have wandered, burdened and undone. There is room at the table for everyone. Let us sing the new world in. This is how it all begins. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There's room at the table for everyone. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, there is room at the table for everyone. Here and now we all can be the beloved community. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone.
Yes. There is room at the table for everyone. So we have cookies and coffee and teas. So please stay and enjoy. And let's finish our time, complete our time together with an affirmation that came up to me during Reverend Raymont's talk. So take a deep breath. Let it go and say, I accept the spiritual truth of myself and others. Truth of myself and others. I am brave to live as myself. I am brave to live as myself. And I create the environment for all to live as themselves. And I create the environment for all to live as themselves. And so it is. Have a wonderful week. Come back and stay for the social time. And thank you everyone for being here.